What's up, y'all? You already know who it is, your girl, JakTheRipperTV, and I'm here with andrajayy, also known as Didi, and we are here doing WrestleMania predictions. You already know it's coming up soon, like 2 weeks, and we got a lot of mess. We got a lot of mess we need to cover. So we're gonna start from the top, doing our predictions real quick, and let us know how y'all feel in the comments. Number one, we're gonna start it off with the biggest of the biggest, the World Heavyweight Championship, featuring CM Punk as champion versus Roman Reigns. Go ahead and let me know how you
So,
feeling.
okay, first this started off real good, but then it slowed down a whole lot. So, if I had to go with who I think it was going to win, I'm going to pick CM Punk to win only because, and I don't hold this against Roman at all, but with him being a part timer, it kind of leaves me to question what would happen with the belt afterwards. And again, not blaming him for it, but the product does take a hit if someone is part time. So, and also there's a story with the Usos happening there, and they kind of allude to Punk maybe having something up his sleeve. So, depending with how the story goes, it may change, but I'm gonna stick with Punk for right now.
Honestly, me too. I'm gonna say CM Punk. I don't want another part-time champion. I love Roman, I really do. I think the story at first the story was a little dry, but now they talking about, the Usos like being involved now added a little bit more oomph to it. So I'm gonna still go with CM Punk. I do think it's gonna be a clean match. I don't think no one's gonna interrupt. I do think it's gonna be clean. Um, I don't know what's next for Roman. I don't know what it looks like having Roman as a champion again, if that makes sense.
Mhm.
I don't know
I
what
think
that
it
looks
would be
like.
great though if someone did interfere and it was the Usos, maybe. But I would
Okay.
want it to go full. Like, I don't want it to be predictable. I would want the Usos to turn on Roman. Like, I would want it to be a full fledged,
Ooh.
like, bloodline fighting each other type thing.
Okay. 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 I can see that too because right now Jay is a crash out. So I can see that too. I can see that too. I do think this is going to end in a mess, but I hope it ends in a clean mess. Like I'm really sick of I'm sick of the interruptions and the DQs. But if you're my thing is, let me say that again. If it's going to be interrupted, I want it to be a clean match. Like
Right,
interrupt after. Like
right.
after.
This is
Like
WrestleMania.
right. Like let it be a
Yeah.
clean match and interrupt after if you want to get involved. So okay, so we're both seeing Punk.
So the next match we are getting into is Cody Rhodes versus Randy Orton for the undisputed WWE Championship. Jack, I gotta ask you, who you got?
Okay, after last night on SmackDown, I was very impressed with Cody's promo. Very impressed with like the promo after Pat got involved. I was very impressed. I do think we're going to get a heel Cody. I think we're going to
Really?
get I think we're there. I think Cody has had enough of being the beat up champion. Like every WrestleMania, Cody getting beat up by a legend. The Rock, my man Johnny, and now Randy. Like he's always getting beat up. And I think Cody is at his breaking point. And I think he is, like he said last night, he said he hearing voices too, but he ain't gonna let you know what they saying. So I think we're gonna get a heel Cody, but I do think Randy's gonna get 15.
Now I will say, if you guys don't know, Randy is my favorite wrestler of all time, so he gotta get number 15. I'm sorry, he has to. But I will say this: I would be thoroughly surprised if Cody Rhodes turns heel, because to me, all of Cody Rhodes' promos, he's overly complimenting somebody before he sticks the knife in them, and even then, he's not really sticking the knife in them. He's kind of just tapping them on the wrist. It's
Yeah.
just kind of like even when before Randy Orton beat the hell out of him, he's talking about how much he loves them and he's being all friendly. And I'm like, Cody, you're
Yeah.
fighting for your title here. I need you to kind of like be a dog. Be a
Yeah.
dog. I'm tired of seeing you be so nice all the time. But if
Yeah.
I'm going for who's gonna win, I definitely think Randy's gonna win. But something has to happen with Cody Rhodes, like in his character, because it's getting a little bland for me. And I like Cody, but it says something when I prefer all of your past characters before the American Nightmare in a way. And then as far as the storyline goes, Pat McAfee kind of threw it all off for me. I'm sorry, like
Like, where did
Triple
he come
H,
from?
like where from what? Actually,
It
now that I
made
think
no
about it,
sense. It made no
ESPN.
sense.
ESPN. They're
Yeah.
partnering with ESPN. They probably want to drive money. There have been reports that TKO is involved, but like
They
Stephanie
doing
McMahon
no
was
fees
there.
on the WWE on Ticketmaster. You're not going to get me, Triple H. I'll be watching from home this year. You're not getting me this
Right.
year. No,
But
no.
literally, Ted DiBiase Jr. was there. Stephanie was literally on Monday Night Raw
That
cutting a
surprised me.
promo
And I
against
love
Cody
Stephanie.
Rhodes.
Yeah.
The Authority years, Triple H. People already don't like Triple H. You could have played
Yeah.
off of that. Like,
Yeah.
but I got Randy. I got Randy, man.
Yeah. So okay, we on the same page. The WWE Women's Championship, Jade Cargill going in as
Ooh.
champion against challenger Rhea Bloody Ripley. Listen, I love a black woman, infinity to infinity. I'm going for Jade all day. I really do think they're going to have a good match. I've already been seeing people on Twitter and social media saying that Jade can't keep up with Rhea, but I truly feel like she can. That first promo was whack. I'm not going to lie. I understand where they're coming from. That first
Mhm.
promo, whack. I don't even want to talk about it. But
Mhm.
I think Jade is going to win. I don't see one. It makes no sense show wise. Rhea's not on SmackDown. Rhea is a Raw girl. They're not going to have two championships on Raw. Like, that makes no sense unless we do a pretend draft and put Rhea on SmackDown. But even then, EO is on Raw. So, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, her storylines are on Raw. So I feel like they don't know what they was doing when it came to Elimination Chamber and letting Rhea win, because that's a SmackDown title. So I got Jade. I got Jade.
So initially, I really don't mind who wins this one, but I think Jade should win theoretically because Rhea doesn't really gain anything from
Right.
winning this match. And now I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm not a big fan of Jade in ring, but
She can use some work.
I do think she
Yeah.
needs a little bit of work, but I don't think it's a bad thing to have Rhea Ripley help her in the ring, right? Because everybody says Rhea's gonna have to carry this match, but it's like that's what wrestlers are supposed to do. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if
Right.
you're paired with somebody that isn't as good at you as you, or you're more experienced than, of course she's gonna have to carry that match. But I think it would be a good match. Because I think Rhea Ripley is so good in the ring. I think she's going to be able to basically kind of help Jade in the places where she has weaknesses at.
Mm-hmm.
And plus, with Jade winning, I think they wouldn't have given her a faction if she wasn't going to win. Because if she was just going to go up there and lose, you could have just had her lose by herself. Why pair her
Right.
with a faction?
Right.
Unless they're going to have like Io Sky come out and it becomes a whole mess. But the only thing, if Jade wins, her title run has to be better this time than when she initially won it off of Tiffy. Like, the story has to be storying. She has to wrestle. Y'all have to book her to wrestle. Like, we cannot go back to not defending it for a
Yeah,
long
she's
period
not
of
a
time.
fighting champion.
Right. But
Yeah.
if Rhea wins, at least, and that's the thing, if Rhea wins, we know that we're going to get a good match out of Rhea. But
Right.
it's like, why won't y'all book Jade? So
Yeah.
that's my only concern about that.
I agree with that. I agree with that. I feel like Jade's booking has been very lazy.
So for the next matchup, we have Stephanie Vicaire versus Liv Morgan for the not the women's championship, the women's world championship. Excuse me. So who you got?
I don't care. I don't care. I'm not gonna. I mean, I like both of them. I like Liv a little bit more than I like Steph. I feel like Liv is like one of my girlfriends in my head, but I kind of don't. I'm not gonna lie. I forgot Stephanie was champion. I did. When I went through this list, I said, "Oh yeah, Stephanie is champion." Like, I forgot Stephanie was champion. So I actually rather have Liv be champion again. I feel like she technically wasn't a fighting champion, but she made me want that belt as a fan. Like, she made me want that belt. When Stephanie has it, I don't know. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. Like when Stephanie was on NXT, she was dominating, and I liked it. But now that she has the world championship, it's kind of like, okay. But maybe it was because she got it in a very, bizarre time with Naomi getting pregnant and it got thrown at her. So it like, what I'm saying? Honestly, I feel like Naomi would have been champion right now if Jimmy didn't mind his business. Like Naomi would be going into Mania as champion if Jimmy would have put on a Jimmy. But that's neither here nor there. Naomi, we miss you so much. Have that baby safely. We miss you. But honestly, yeah, I'm gonna just go for Liv. I feel like Liv is a safe option for them, which is why I feel like Liv won Royal Rumble because it was the safe option. So I'm gonna just go for Liv. Honestly, I kind of don't care who wins.
I totally agree. Now I love both of them. I love both of them, but I just think the backstage brawl was good. Stephanie Vaquer's promo was amazing after I read what it meant.
She snapped. She did that.
Yeah, she killed it. But a majority of it after that was social media. And it's funny because the WWE will use social media for every single feud except the one they should have used social media with, which was Jay versus Rhea Ripley. But that's neither here nor there.
Because they was going at it.
They was going at it on X. They did not care. The girls was throwing bows.
It was given unscripted.
Everything. Shade. But the reason why I say Liv Morgan is basically because of Raquel Rodriguez. Like you built her up so much. She looked amazing in Elimination Chamber. I thought she was going to win, but she didn't. But that's whatever. She even was utilized, like you talk about how Stephanie Vaquer's title run has been lackluster. Who made her interesting again? Raquel Rodriguez. And even then, we kind of brushed off the fact that Liv Morgan eliminated Raquel Rodriguez. And so the one way to
we did move past that kind of quick. I forgot about that. We
never came back to it. Literally before their street fight, she literally told Liv, "Oh, well, you can go in the back then and not come out and help me." Liv completely disobeyed her, didn't listen to anything she said, and still came out, and nothing happened after that. So I'm hoping that Liv wins at WrestleMania, and then Raquel is next in line for at least Money in the Bank, something.
She gonna tear her up.
This has to pay off.
She gonna tear her up. I can't wait for that.
And then the Judgment Day just split. It's the perfect time.
Where do you think Roxanne falls?
Ooh, Roxanne should go for the Intercontinental title.
I can see that.
I'm not sure.
Roxanne already loves AJ. That's cute. Like that's a cute little storyline. So exactly. Yeah. Speaking of AJ, next one. The Women's Intercontinental Championship, AJ lead as champion, going against challenger Becky Miss Man Lynch.
Miss Man.
Miss Man. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna just keep it. I think a lot of people, if you've watched my content, I'm not a fan of Miss Becky. I haven't been a fan in a long time, but I have to give credit when credit is due. When she got that IC title, I thought that was a world title. I thought that was a world. She carried that title like it was the undisputed WWE championship. And I can't say nothing about that. Her promos are 10 out of 10 every time. She is entertaining. She can wrestle sometimes. She can wrestle, but I cannot believe I'm saying this, but I actually want Becky to win over AJ. I cannot believe I'm saying this. I'm bored of AJ. I'm bored. I'm bored because it was a big build up. The build up was so big for her to come back. I feel like it was months worth of build up between CM Punk and Seth, months worth. And when she came back and they won against the couples, it was cute and all. Nothing for weeks. While Becky was still in front of our face, Becky was still doing promos. Being a full-timer, if we're gonna be real, being there weekly. When AJ got the title, it went back down to a mid-card for me. When Becky has the title, it felt like a world championship.
I agree with you in that sentiment because when Becky had that title, nobody was paying attention to the other women's championships.
We forgot.
We forgot. Let's just keep it real. And Becky, I don't know if you heard the promo she gave, the last promo she gave when her and AJ had that standoff, and she was talking about her daughter, and she was talking about how the belt, the Divas belt, and I'm a Divas girly. I love the Divas era, and I will always stand for the Divas era down. But she killed that. And the reason why I like this matchup is because it's sort of like the Divas era versus like the current era. And that is an interesting tandem there. But if I had to be honest, I wanted it to be Bayley. I ain't gonna hold you. I wanted Bayley to be involved in this somehow, some way, specifically after last year. But if I had to pick a winner, I think, and this is not now, if I had to pick a winner, I would go like my personal feelings. I would want Becky to win. But being as though they brought back AJ Lee, her and
she signed for 4 years.
Yeah.
4 years she signed.
So I'm thinking like they brought her back. They're going to capitalize off of that. CM Punk is in the main event as well. CM Punk, they're basically like the prom king and queen of WWE right now. So I think they're going to capitalize off of that. And I think AJ is going to win at WrestleMania. Hopefully, Bayley gets involved in this after WrestleMania. Hopefully. Yeah. That's what I'm praying for. That match was good. People been getting on AJ Lee about not being able to wrestle since she came back. But that wrestling match that she put on with Bayley was actually really good. And I enjoyed it.
Mm-hmm. Prediction wise on AJ and Becky, I do predict AJ to win because they're building her up. She's here, but I would like Becky to actually win that one. But I do think AJ's going to win. I just want to clear that up.
Next up is the match that I personally feel like should be a main event. That may be a hot take. I'm not sure how anyone feels, but it is the ruler Oba Femi versus Brock Lesnar. Now I know we're gonna have some things to say about this.
I would say they remember us on our last collab picture.
So we on the same page pretty much on this one, huh?
Yeah. I don't want Brock. I want that. I can't even put into words how much I want Oba to win. I want him to win. I think he will win. I don't think this is going to be another Brock going against another black man and winning. I don't think, and I honestly like this can go in a long way. So stay with me. I'm gonna try to keep it short because we saw, Heyman is on his side. Heyman is on Brock's side. I can see Brock losing, going off on Heyman, and then eventually Gunther will be involved because now Gunther and Heyman are kind of talking. Gunther retires Brock at SummerSlam. That's a long stretch. I know, like that's a lot. But I do feel like Brock is coming up on his end. I feel like this is Brock's last WrestleMania. I do. And I went as far, I made a video and I said, I think Oba should have a streak. We ain't got to go as far as Undertaker, but because if you think about it, Oba has been built up as this new monster that we have, this new undefeatable person that is, the aura is 10 out of 10. The look, he's scary to the locker room. Like, why would if he loses that Mania, where are we going to go?
Right.
Where can you build it? You can't rebuild that. You know what I'm saying? You can't rebuild that because you took so much time. Like, he left NXT. You know what I'm saying? He left the championship in the ring. He knew he's done. And he came and dominated both shows. Both shows came and dominated him.
I think eliminated 5 people in the Royal Rumble.
You know what I'm saying? Oba is my prediction, and he's my want.
Yeah, both for me as well. I'm sick and tired of Brock Lesnar. The character, obviously not the real person.
Gotta clear it up.
I just want a good match, bro. I do not want him to come in there, do F5s and 10,000 German suplexes. I'm sorry. I don't want to see it.
I'm sick of Suplex City.
Right. I'm sick of it, bro. Like, and this is coming from someone who doesn't really like Brock Lesnar. There used to be a time where Brock Lesnar used to do more than just suplexes, and he used to do more than just F5s all the time. Like, he used to actually switch up his moves a little bit, and now it's like the same thing. And I get you're getting older, but it's like, good grief, like, my gosh. At first, I was like, I want Obafemi to squash Brock. I want him to put him through that apron, but realistically, WWE does not book Brock Lesnar like that. It wouldn't happen. I don't think it would happen. But Oba absolutely has to win. And if he loses, kind of like what you said, like, where there is nowhere to go after that. Where does Brock go after that? What is there? What else is there to do?
Yeah.
There should be no second guessing this. It should be Oba.
This should be everybody should know what the ending of this one is going to be. We just want a good match out of it. Like, we know Oba's going to win. We just want a good match out of it.
Right. I don't want no interferences. I want what Biggie said: big meaty men scratching meat. That's what
I would love a handshake at the end, because y'all ain't got no real beef.
Right.
I would love a handshake. That'd be cute. I would forgive Brock and all his sins. From Kobe to Bobby to Bobby Lashley. I would forgive all of that.
I don't know if I could forgive. I might be able to tolerate. I could tolerate.
Yeah, you know what? You're right. Tolerate. Okay. So we both on Oprah. Good job. All right. Next, this match here has pissed me off.
Oh, Lord.
We got the United States Championship. Sami Zayn is champion against Trick Willie Williams.
Now, listen, I love me some Trick. I think Trick is going to be the next big star. Like, again, everyone is looking at Oba, of course, because he's so big, but it's like Trick Williams has everything. So I'm not necessarily mad about Trick being at WrestleMania. I wanted Melo versus Trick. And to me, putting Sami, because the whole point of Sami Zayn was going after the world title picture, doing what I have to do, because obviously after what he did to Melo on Friday Night SmackDown, he's obviously a heel now of some sort. Because he
of some sort. That's what I guess. Of some sort. He can't do that innocent card no more.
Right. He cannot play the innocent card anymore. So, but what was the whole point of having this character arc with Sami where he wanted to go after the world title picture and then put him in the mid card? At least you should have made it a triple threat. But all that's down the drain now. All that's down the drain. Unless they just pull a Cody Rhodes and be like, hey, we're going to give you this match anyway, even after we put it in the contract. But
I ain't gonna lie. If I was Drew, yeah, I would have been mad as hell too.
Mad, bruh. Like, what you mean? What more do you want from me?
No, for real. Yeah.
But Trick Williams has to win this match, though. He has to.
Everybody should know how I feel about Sami. I cannot stand him. The character, because people be on my tail about, they think we talking about these real people lives. Right. But I cannot stand Sami. I can't. He's had the same look for 5 years. He has the same whiny story and the same try hard innocent act. You're not innocent. I don't know why you act like that. You're extreme. You complain about everything. You stay in everybody's business. It's so aggravating. I'm very disappointed though, because Melo had an amazing 9-10 weeks with that championship. Like, I started to feel like that was a legit title, like another world title, like how Becky did the IC title. Like, Melo carried that so well. Yeah, he carried that so well. And you're gonna take it from 2 weeks before Mania. We could have had 2 black men that have history. They have history on NXT. We could have had 2 black men defending the US title, which is now again a prominent title, because for a long time I felt like the US title was in the backfield. Like, we just didn't care about it no more. Like, I feel like during like COVID time, I forgot that thing existed. Like, they did not do a good job with the US title back then. So now that you're bringing it back as a new look, it's been doing well. You had the opportunity, especially with these allegations that Triple H be having, you had the opportunity to do 2 amazing things. 2 young superstars that are brand new to the, rosters, the main rosters that's coming from NXT. You could, and then they're two black men. They could have had an amazing match, but you give it to Sammy that was just complaining about being in the world title scene. I don't respect it. But me personally, I do honestly still have hope that it's going to end up being a triple threat. I do. And if it does end up being a triple threat, I don't care who wins as long as it's Melo or Trick. I don't care. But you are completely right about Trick being the next star. Trick is like the perfect like showcase for WWE. Like you can put him on a podcast, you can put him in an interview, he can go to ESPN, Trick can talk, Trick can dress, Trick is young, he's relatable. Trick is a star.
That Trick is the new Yeet.
Yes, Trick is that. Trick is that. And honestly, if they did a little bit more promo and a little bit more marketing with Melo, he could be on the same level too. Because they both kill. If words could kill, they both would have cut Sammy up last night.
Right.
I mean, Trick went out there when Sammy was finna go out there and got on the top rope and said, "Now play his music." I said, "Oh my God."
Little boy him.
I said, he little boyed him and he the champ. I can't take you serious, Sammy. So yes, Trick Willie and praying for Melo. I'm so sorry. I don't know what's next for Melo.
Righty. So this one I'm very interested in. We have Drew McIntyre versus Jacob Fatu. They have been exchanging some words now. It is getting real sticky. So who do you think gonna win?
I don't care again. I love both.
I love them too.
I love them both. This will be short for me. I love them both. And I honestly think they're both in the right a little bit. Ugh, I hate that. But honestly, my prediction is going to be a DQ some way, somehow. Well, no, they're unsanctioned, right?
Yeah, it's unsanctioned.
Unsanctioned. Jacob.
It's tough.
I'm gonna just leave it at Jacob. I feel like that's my safe option.
Because Jacob did say in a promo, he said, "F around with us." Who's us?
Who is us? Because he's not with Solo.
Right.
So I don't know who us is.
That would completely derail all the storytelling they would do if they put him with Solo again.
Yeah, but I would never.
I don't know who else. Maybe Zilla. Maybe Zilla.
Girl, don't bring up Zilla. Oh, I love me some Zilla. Don't bring up Zilla. That's my man. Then he was on TNA the other night. Ooh, I don't know.
Just saying, who's us? But and then like, there's so much stuff that we haven't been told because like, who attacked Jacob? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we still don't know. That's what I was thinking. And look, Jacob and Cody had a good promo with each other. I thought that would have been the perfect route to go. And obviously, Drew McIntyre versus Randy would have been amazing, in my opinion. They always do Drew so dirty.
They do.
I'm gonna go since you went with Jacob. I'm gonna switch it up and I'm gonna go with Drew McIntyre. I'm gonna pick Drew on this one.
Okay. Just we're gonna follow up on all of this after Mania too. A lot of people are very upset at this match. I am okay with it. I'm gonna go ahead and start off saying I'm okay with it. So we have looks like just a regular match. It looks like no nothing going on extra. We have Seth freaking Rollins and then General Gunther.
I'm not mad at it.
I'm not mad at it either. Everybody was pissed off. Both
because what can you do?
Right. We have to be technical here. Both of the people that they were supposed to go against are injured. A lot of people are injured in like 40% is injured right now in WWE. So Rey Mysterio is not cleared. And I did see on an article somewhere that Braun Breaker is cleared, but it's too late or something for him to go to Mania. So I don't know how true that is, but I think everybody was talking crap about this match being placed and being random, but watch this be one of the best matches of the whole weekend.
I'm telling you, listen, I'm not a huge fan of Gunther, but I know what he can do in that ring. This is about to be a fire match. And like you said, like, I understand that as fans, we get frustrated with a lot. You know what I'm saying? We watch the build up, and then when we see it come to fruition, it's kind of like, Oh man, but it's like realistically, this is the best scenario that we could have got out of what was happening. Cause like you said, everybody is injured. And I rather us get something like this than you trying to force something like what Austin and Logan Paul versus no, like what are we
Versus Seth and who? Seth has
right,
no friends. Like Seth and who? A
right. Like
handicap
who could it
match?
have
That's
been?
stupid. Yeah.
Right. And then you have I'm not sure if the Usos are gonna, they have to have a WrestleMania match at some point, right? Or I don't know what's going on with that. But I would assume that they would go against the Vision. So who else is there left with Seth? Nobody.
Yeah.
This is the best outcome we could have got. So,
Right.
but I think Seth's gonna win personally, because I think Gunther is like, his whole thing is the career killer or whatever. Can never be Randy, but the career killer. And there is no like, this isn't a career, isn't on the line now unless Paul Heyman gets involved. Then things could kind of switch and things could get a little messy. But I don't have him beating Seth Rollins personally.
My prediction is Gunther going to win, actually, just because he's been built up as the new legend killer. They better not add no stipulation about no career. Seth is far from done, so
Right.
I don't see that happening.
They're not gonna
But
do that.
I do predict Gunther's going to win. Maybe over DQ, maybe somebody coming in and attacking Seth, maybe. But I don't know. I think they're gonna have a 5-star match though. I think they're gonna have a 5-star match. So yeah, I'm a do Gunther.
Like I said, man, I think these matches that aren't title matches are probably going to be some of the best matches.
They're gonna steal the show.
Right.
They're gonna steal the show. We're gonna be talking about Seth and Gunther and Brock and Oba for like 3 weeks. I don't
And
think we're
probably
gonna
Drew and Jacob too.
Yeah, and those are the ones that people are saying that don't have stories besides Drew and Jacob. Those are the ones
Right.
people saying don't have stories. So next, this one is my personal favorite match that might be a little underrated for some people. Finn Balor, as I call him, versus Dirty Dominic Mysterio. I'm actually really excited for this match. I think this match is the one with the most storytelling in it. They have so much history together. I do think Finn is going to whoop the dog crap out of Dominic, though. Like, I think he's going to. I don't think it's going to be a squash, but I think it's going to be a mess. And JD might interfere. He might. I don't know. He might interfere. I want to mind it. This one being like a stipulation. I could have seen this being like maybe an I Quit match or a last man standing match. I would have liked them to add, something like that in there. But I'm going for Finn. I predict Finn is going to win this one.
I agree with every single thing that you said, especially because now earlier on in the year, I was one of those people that wanted Finn Balor to make the match between Roman and CM Punk a triple threat, because I think it's about time that Finn Balor done got into that world title picture.
Yes.
But I do think that this story is good. I think that Finn Balor is like, it's kind of like mirroring the Cody versus Randy, where it's like a teacher versus a student in a way, because Finn Balor has been there for a while, and basically you could say he was kind of like I want to say the mentor of Judgment Day, like he is the oldest one there, ain't he? Yeah,
I believe so. Yeah,
Carlito's gone. Yeah. So yeah,
Damien gone.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go Finn. Sweet, simple. So again, this is gonna be one of my favorites, because even though I was pitching for this for the women, but we will be getting a ladder match for the Intercontinental Championship. This is gonna blow the roof off the place. We have Dragon Lee, Rusev, JD, Penta, Javon Evans. Oh, and that's it. That's all that's in the match. So who you got winning? Who you think gonna come out of there on top of that ladder with the title?
Penta going in as champion is good. I like that, he's going in the champion at WrestleMania. That's good. Super excited for Javon. This is his first WrestleMania. He deserves it. Dragon Lee too. Like, I feel like all of them. JD's a really good wrestler. Like, this is going to be a really good match. Like, it's going to be a really good match. My pick, I ain't gonna lie, Javon. I want Javon to get a title because I predict one day I think he just turned 22. I
Mm-hmm.
want him to beat Randy's record. I want him to be the world's I want him to be the youngest world's heavyweight champion. I think Randy has that record. Randy had that at 24 and Javon's 22, and this match will definitely put him skyrocket
Mm-hmm.
up. So my prediction though, I predict Penta might still leave Mania as champion.
Mm-hmm.
I do predict that, but my want would honestly probably be Javon or Dragon Lee. I think Rusev is a good filler guy. I don't see
Right,
Rusev getting
right,
a
yeah.
championship um in a long time. Honestly, I don't see him getting one, but I definitely want Javon to I want to see Javon elevate even more.
Definitely, I agree. You guys know, if you watch my TikTok or if you watch my YouTube channel, Javon Evans is my favorite out of the NXT bunch that has came up to the main roster. I personally think that Penta should leave the champion as champion because he's been doing great with his title run so far. Put kind of doing the same thing that Melo has been doing, uplifting the title. He's been putting on star-studded matches. My favorite being the one with Dragon Lee, which is why I love the fact that Dragon Lee is in this match.
Mhm.
I think if anybody should win besides Penta, it should be either Dragon Lee or Javon Evans. But the storytelling with JD is there. But if I had to pick specifically a want, it's Javon Evans all the way, all day, every day. He's probably going to give me a heart attack watching this match because we all know how he wrestles. He going to get up on the
Right.
top of the ladder and I'm just going to be gasping, peeking through my eyes like this. It's going to be scary.
This is our last confirmed match. Because we don't know. We do still got about 2 weeks left before
Mhm.
Mania. So this is our last confirmed match. So this is for the women's tag team championship, fatal four-way. Is this a ladder match too, or this is just fatal
No, it's
four-way?
not. It should have been a ladder
It
match.
should have been a ladder match, but I
Oh my
think they
gosh,
just
two ladder
yeah,
matches? That would have been amazing.
yeah, they would have cooked with that one. But we have the irresistible forces, Nia Jax and Lash Legends going in as champion against the Bella Twins, ill versus Bailey and Lyra Vacure, Bird Lady. Love me some Bird Lady. And then my personal favorites, Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss. My favorite I love their big sister, little sister duo. So who do you have for this fatal four-way?
Okay. The Bella twins can go and get out of here. Respectfully.
Girl,
Respectfully, they can go ahead and get out
get
of
them
here.
out.
Simply because y'all just came back. Y'all is not
Skipping the
they do
line.
not need the title at this point. And isn't Nikki Bella injured or something? Is she I have no idea. But no. Love divas down. No. Sorry. Bailey and Lyra, I would not mind them winning, but honestly, I want the irresistible forces to retain. They've been looking so good. Lash has been looking so good. Push her through the roof. She needs to be pushed through the roof. Okay. So that's why I want them to retain. But if they don't retain, it's either Alexa and Charlotte or Bailey and Lyra for me.
So unfortunately, I agree with everything you said. I
Mhm.
agree with everything you said, but we still got to remember who's booking these shows and these matches.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think the Bella Twins is gonna win.
Oh, you know
I
what?
do.
I thought about that. I was
I
like,
think they gonna win. Unfortunately, I honestly wouldn't mind any of the other three teams winning,
right.
but I truly like my prediction is that the Bella Twins are gonna win.
Oh,
Because
if they
just
win, I'm gonna
they
be so
brought Bree
mad.
back. Bringing Bree
Right,
back was
right, yeah.
the light bulb went off, and I said, "Yep, that's it. They're gonna have those. They're gonna get those championships. They might come off of them in SummerSlam, but
Mhm.
I do think the Bella Twins are going to win this
Because why
one.
else would they
Um,
bring Bree back? Like,
exactly.
you
At,
know,
yeah, yeah, wholeheartedly. At first,
damn.
when it was just Nikki, I was cool. I was like, okay, whatever. I don't care for her, but whatever. But when Bree came back and they said she signed, I said,
And then they
"Oh my
announced it. Like they literally went out as a tag team and announced, "Hey, we're going for the tag team titles." Like who announces it? Like
yeah."
usually they meet up backstage and be like, "I want your title." They literally had a segment just for them.
And I feel like that was WWE telling us, like, this
Yeah.
we're putting them in the tag team division
These are
in
your
your
new
face. Yeah.
champs.
Yeah. So
Oh,
unfortunately, I
Lord.
do think the Bella twins are gonna win. I am not a part of the Bella army, and they can come for me all they want. I got some for them. I do not like them. I do not think they can wrestle. The fact that they're in the Hall of Fame over John, over Randy, over the Hardy Boys, please. I'm
Stephanie
done.
McMahon just got in the Hall of Fame.
Stephanie just got in the Hall of Fame. What are we doing? Mickey James, is she in it? I don't think Mickey's in it. Is Mickey in it?
I have no idea.
I know Lita not. So
no, Lita's not. I don't
Lita's
think
not. So
is Jazz in? No, Jacqueline is in. Jazz
Jacqueline's
isn't.
in. Yeah, Jacqueline's
Jazz
in.
isn't.
Jazz is not. Booker T's wife, is she in?
I want to say she is.
I think she
I have
is.
fact checked us on that. I have no confirmation of that.
It's like 90% more people that need to be in there before them. So you know what I'm saying? China is not in. Like, what the hell? Yeah. So I mean, the Bella Army, if y'all seeing this, you can come for me. I do not care. I got something for all y'all. But I do not like them. I do
it's
like
opinion,
Brie.
just like they got an opinion.
Right. I like Brie individually. It's that sister. It's something about that Nikki. I can't do it. I can't
Nikki
do it.
Was shady. They were funny on Total Divas, though. I give them that.
Yeah.
I'm just not a huge fan
watched
of them
the
in
show.
the ring.
Yeah, I watched the entire Total Divas and Total Bellas, and everybody know I'm a John Cena girly. So it's like, I don't care for you. I don't care for you, sis.
Yeah, see, I didn't watch Total Bellas. I watched all Total Divas, never watched Total Bellas.
Total Bellas was a mess.
I think they're cool, but I just don't think I'm not a fan of them like in-ring wise, or like as characters.
I'm not a fan. Will never be, probably, ever. So yeah, but again, unfortunately, I do think they're gonna win, and I would want anybody else besides them. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be Charlotte or Alexa. They just had them.
Yeah,
we being realistic. So realistically, either they're going to retain Lash and Nia, or Bailey and Lyra. I don't want Bailey and Lyra to be stuck together though.
Right, because I want Bailey to go win a title separately, like solo. Right.
I don't want Bailey to get stuck in a tag team. And I honestly, maybe I overthink. I can kind of tell she don't want to be stuck in that either. In her promo, she doesn't seem that enthusiastic about being with Lyra. If that makes sense.
Bailey used to be crazy. She used to be like cuckoo. What happened?
I was gonna say that they just forgot about that damn promo. They showed us with her talking to herself. They just said, never mind. It was good character work. I was here for it.
But I don't mind the tag teams. Like, I don't mind the belts kind of jumping around. Like, I don't mind it. Obviously, don't just pass them around every other week. But like, I wouldn't mind if for a period of time Lyra and Bailey had them, or a period of time the irresistible forces had them, and then to Charlotte and Alexa. It makes it interesting, because I remember there was a time when we were watching wrestling and somebody could randomly drop the titles on a random Friday or a random Monday.
Sunday. Yeah, you never knew, a Monday.
Right. So go back to that. Just have them have matches every once in a while, drop them off, just have them do that, make it be interesting.
And they definitely have the talent to do that. I feel like back in the day, they felt like they didn't have the talent to really do hot potato with the titles, but y'all have the talent to do that. Y'all have the matches. Now. Yes, you have the matches. You have the storylines to do hot potato. You know, it's no problem.
And it's easy to build a story with tag teams simply because like all of these people have fought each other already.
Correct.
So the story's already there. So thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you, Jack, for having me today. It was really fun. This is my first time doing something like this. I really enjoyed myself. Again, you guys, don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channels, follow us on social media, and we'll see you guys later.